President Trump, record after record low employment for every minority group in America. Leo Terrell. What Barack and Joe didn't work. That, to me, is a big part of the answer. Follow policing that works and economic policies that work.
Hey, let me tell you right now, Sean, your monologue has been spot on. Let me be very clear right now. I'm not a member of Black Lives. I don't support Black Lives because I'm against defunding the police. And I got news for you. I'm confused about Black Lives. If they are concerned about Black Lives, what about David Dorn, Cory Booker, Karen Bass, Nancy Pelosi? What about David Dorn? Oh, why not support him? Why not his concern? Oh, he's a police officer. Al Sharpton, you go to all these funerals, go to the funeral of David Dorn. I'm sick of it. This is hypocrisy at its highest level. Your monologue was spot on, and if we're going to support, if we're going to be concerned about Black lives, there's a Black life in St. Louis that was lost, and why not the outrage? Because he's a police officer. This is madness.
There's 18
got
people
total
killed
support.
with these riots,
Pardon?
many more injured. You know, Larry, I one time on this program, when Barack was president and Joe was vice president, I just rolled names, thousands of them. Killed, murdered, streets of Chicago. Thousands more shot, injured, debilitating injuries. Nobody's ever fixed that. Nobody knew the names of all the people that we scrolled. They're not, their policies aren't working. How come they keep getting reelected? I don't understand it.
You know, and one of those names on your scroll was the teenager who performed at Obama's second inauguration from Chicago. She was shot and killed only weeks after performing at his second inauguration. And last weekend, what do we have? 24 people shot and killed in Chicago, 61 people injured. And in St. Louis, a city that has a per capita murder rate 3 times higher than Chicago, 5 people were killed. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the rare instance in which an unarmed black man, George Floyd, is killed. It almost never happens. The police rarely kill anybody, let alone an unarmed black person, under those kinds of circumstances. And obviously it should be investigated. That's why it's news. But the problem is the day-to-day carnage going on in our urban streets in Chicago, in LA, in New York, constantly. We're not talking about that.
So I'll ask you both the same question. Leo, let me ask you. All right, let's say they win. In Minneapolis, they have a veto-proof majority. Defund the cops. Give me your best guess what's going to happen. How is that going to end?
I'll tell you, total chaos for the minority community. You know who depends on police more than anybody else? Let me say this to you, President of the City Council of Minneapolis. Minorities need police officers in their community. And Sean, you're spot on when you say that all these big cities, they got minority police officers. So where's this systematic discrimination? It doesn't exist. But to answer your question directly, poor people, minority people will be hurt if you defund the police. It's ridiculous.
How does this end, Larry?
And Sean?
If they're successful.
Sean, to follow up on Leo's point, from 1992 to 2002, for 10 years, LA had back-to-back black police chiefs. You look at the LAPD, it's about 50% Hispanic, about 30% white, about 9% black, the rest of it is Asian Pacific Islander, and still they torched police cars the other day. It doesn't matter. I'm not quite sure what they want, unless the goal really is to not prosecute black criminals, which is apparently what they want. They believe that black people are warehoused, and they believe apparently that they ought not be prosecuted, even though the likelihood is that they were injuring another black person.
Yeah, they're arresting in all these states and all these cities. Yeah, they get arrested, they get processed, no bail, they're right back out on the street to join more of the chaos. All right, thank you both.